Hi, this is Mrs. Steyert again, and I'm here today to show you 3 different ways that we teach the children how to add. The idea is one way might be easier for one child and another way might be easier for another child. So I'm going to show you all 3 options that we use in school so that when your child does his or her homework, your child can choose the way that he or she wants to add to complete his homework. The only thing I ask is when they choose the way that they're going to add, that they just stay with that way through the whole worksheet. So your child is going to come home with a worksheet of maybe 5 or 6 addition problems. What I'd like them to do is decide which of the 3 ways they're going to add and then stick with that way throughout the worksheet. So the 3 ways we add, I'm going to show you right now. The first way that we teach the children to add is with manipulatives. And I am sending home with you a baggie of blocks. So if your child chooses to use the manipulatives, what they're going to do is they're going to use 5 of one color and 2 of another. When we read this, we always say 5 plus 2 equals. We start with the number 5. We choose a color. I'll choose black, and I will count 5 black blocks and put them together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we always go to the next color for the second number. It just makes it more visual, more easy for the children to understand. So 5 black plus 2 yellow. 1, 2. And then we tell them to count them all together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 5 plus 2 equals 7. So we're still using the language plus for the plus sign, equals, and writing the number. That's one way that we teach your children to add. If your child is doing their homework and your child does not have the blocks for some reason, you've misplaced them, you can always use something else. You can use dimes and pennies, you can use paper clips, you can use scraps of paper, whatever is fine, just so they can move them around. That's the manipulative way. The next way that we teach our children how to add is by drawing circles. This is one of the most popular ones for the children because they don't need anything other than their pencils. When we do the drawings to help the children understand, we refer to the plus sign as Gus the Plus. You may or may not have seen homework come home or schoolwork come home where we make the plus sign into a nice little guy who has a smiley face. He holds his hands out, and what we talk to our children about is the plus sign likes to hold the numbers together. So we always again start with the number 5 and we're going to draw 5 circles. The only thing that I advise you to remind your children, sometimes the problem that we have with drawing the circles is our children who might have fine motor delays either draw the circles very large or the circles bump into each other. And if that happens, they're very difficult to count when we're done. So we remind the children to draw the circles slowly, to leave a little space between them. We try to remind them to draw them in a line because we want them to be thinking of the addition problem as a sentence. So we're going to draw 1, leave a little space, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we're double checking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, I have 5 circles. Then we're going to actually physically draw the plus sign because what we want them to understand is Gus the Plus holds the number together. We have had trouble in the past when we add subtraction, the children understanding the difference between the addition sign and the subtraction sign. So using Gus the Plus, we will use eventually Linus the Minus with another story, but Gus the Plus holds the number together. Drew my 5 circles. Gus the Plus is going to hold on tight to those circles. I actually have the addition sign holding on to the circle. And then how many does Gus hold on to? He holds on to 2 on the other side. So again, drawing those 2 circles, 1, 2, leaving some space between them. They're nice and small. They're all in a row. Now they need to just count the circles. Sometimes another thing that happens with our children is they're counting too fast. They might miss a circle. They might count a circle twice. So what we're prompting them to do, what we're reminding them to do, is draw a line through the circle every time that they count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The number 7. So if your child is drawing to find the answer, I want to see the circles, I want to see the bus sign, and I'm looking for those lines to go through the circles. It's just an accountability to have them slow down and count them slowly and not miss any and not count any of the circles twice. So this is one of our most popular ways that children connect with addition. But again, it's what they really feel comfortable with. The last way that our children are taught to add is through our touch points. Again, I did say when we were learning our touch point that even though your child may know all their numbers, we do use the touch points for addition. This is the way that they can do it the quickest, but some of our children really have connected to the touch points, some have not, and that's okay. Obviously, you can see there are lots of different options. If the children are using touch points to add, what they're simply going to do is touch the touch points on each number. So for 5, the touch points are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The touch points for 2 are 1, 2. So if they're using touch points to do addition, they're just touching all the touch points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and writing the number 7. So again, when you help your child with their homework and they're doing addition, they can choose any of the 3 methods that they would like to complete their homework. Just make sure that they're completing their homework with the same method. So if you have any questions, as always, shoot me an email, give me a call. I hope this helps, and have fun with your kids.